So in the previous video, we added unique observations to our reference data frame. In this example, we're going to add unique columns to our reference data frame. So if we take a look at the structure of our SC10 rows data frame and we compare it to the structure of our MPMA4 data frame, we see we have a total of 10 observations across 7 variables. And we notice specifically that we have a participant ID variable ranging from participants 1 through 10. In the MPMA4 data frame, we have the same participant ID, but note that the labels for the participants are 6 through 20. So under the assumption that these are the same respondents, we only have a complete set of data for respondents 6 through 10. So if we want to merge the data only on the complete set of data, this is sometimes called an inner join. So let's do that here. Let's create a new data frame. We'll call it SE10 rows and then MPMA4 merged. And we'll use the merge function to do that. We'll first call in our reference data frame, which is SE10 rows. And then we'll call in the data frame we want to merge from, which is MPMA4. And then similar to previous videos, we'll use the by argument. And because we have the same participant ID column name, we'll merge on that. Okay, if we run this command, and then we'll use the view function to take a look at it. You'll see here that we've only merged the complete set of data, participants 6 through 10. Now we can use a different command structure depending on what types of data we want to merge in, keeping in mind that anything that's missing will come in as an NA. So if we think back to when we merged data frames with different column names, we specified the X data frame, which represented the reference data frame, and then we specified a Y data frame, which represented the merger data frame. So again, in this context, let's think of the SE10 rows data frame as our X data frame, and then our merger data frame, MPMA4, as our Y data frame. So in other words, we want to merge our Y data frame into our X data frame, or our MPMA4 data frame into our SE10 rows data frame. So let's say we want to retain all of the rows from our SC10 rows data frame or our X data frame. Here we can use the merge function and specify all.x as true. So let's create a new data frame. We'll call it SCMPMA4 merged, and we want to retain all of our rows from our X data frame. So we'll call it all X. Again, we'll use the merge function. We'll specify our SC10 rows data frame, and then we'll specify our merger data frame, which is MPMA4. Again, we'll use the by argument, and because we have the same column name, we can merge on participant ID. And then we want to specify all.x here. Set it to true. We'll run this command. We'll look at it using the view function. And you'll see that we've retained all of the rows from the SC10 rows data frame, and the NAs are included for the 5 missing observations of our MPMA4 data frame. So let's say for our next example that instead of retaining all of the rows for the X data frame, we want to retain all of the rows for our Y data frame. As you can imagine, we're going to use a similar command structure, only we're going to set all.y to true. So let's create a new data frame. We'll use the same data frame name, only we'll just change this now to all Y. Again, we'll use the merge function, SE10 rows, MPMA4, by participant ID, and then we'll set all Y to true. We'll run the command, take a look at it using the view function, and you'll see that we've retained all of the rows from our MPMA4 data frame, and then the NAs are included for the 10 missing observations for our SE10 rows data frame. Okay, last, let's say we want to retain all of the data from both of the data frames. All we have to do here is set all X to true and all Y to true. We'll start in a data frame called all X, all Y. We'll use the merge function, SE10 rows, MPMA4. Again, we'll merge on the participant ID column. We'll specify all X to true, and then we'll specify all Y to true. Let's take a look at it using the view function. NAs have been included for the 10 missing observations from our SC10 rows data frame, and then we have the NAs for our 5 missing observations for the MPMA4 data frame.